go take a look in the back now. Oh. So you'll notice a lot of bikes. That was one of my primary things that I wanted to be able to do here. I wanted bikes that were not on the back of my van where everybody could see them and I had to worry about them getting stolen. I wanted them inside. So that dictated a lot of different things in the design of this, including the height of the bed, and then how much headroom we wanted to have, the width of everything back here, how much space we would have for storage on the sides, etc., etc. Everything compounds from one decision to another. So I wanted something flexible. Maybe I wanted one bike in here, maybe I wanted 5 bikes in here. So we found a rack that worked perfectly, the Ceres rack. Again, all this is online. You can read up on it. I got model numbers, part numbers, everything up there. So if you miss something in the explanation here, just go check it there. It's the easiest way to get all this stuff, whenever you want it. So all these racks here, the Rocky Mount rack, these are all adjustable. So I can loosen these 2 nuts, slide these over, take them out, put in other bikes, stagger them from back to front, like whatever we want to do to be able to get these bikes as tight as possible. Right now they're axle to axle in the back, so these are as tight as they can get. And they're really quick and easy to get out. There's a little bit of a process, but everything has sacrifice, right? So with this bike here, I'm gonna undo this little guy. This is the bike that I use most, so I keep this on the accessible side. We're gonna hang that up. We're gonna put this down here. Boom, we're done. So there's a bike ready to ride basically. And then subsequently each other bike. And they can be like taken off at the fork and just kind of set off to the side. And then you can access the next bike. So it's really cool and flexible. We had to custom make a bracket here for the horns on my road bike, tri-bike thing, which I never use, but whatever, it's here. So this piece would like stagger it back far enough to be able to overlap everything well. We got our bike pump, we got our shock pump over here. We've got our 2 lawn chairs or camping chairs. I've got this really cool axe. You got to check that thing out. I just bought that. I've wanted it for a while, so it's expensive. You don't want it. We got another clothes hanger back here. Same system as up on the roof or the ceiling system. The 2 wires, because I always wanted to hang something. I always found myself back here going, dang, I got wet stuff, I want to hang it up, but I don't want to go up there and hang it up. That's far away, that's too difficult. Some conveniences in this, and I find that more are nicer, but are nice. Like, it's nice to have some of those conveniences of home, so why not try to implement them into your build out? So for me, hanging stuff here, a towel to wipe my face off of with, dry my hair, hang up some socks. I throw my shorts after riding over the horns of my bike or over the handlebars so that they're not like way up in my living area smelling everything up, and they get a chance to dry so that musty bacteria doesn't build up. So that's this side. We'll come over here. Ta-da! And you'll see bike wheels on the doors. It's a really nice storage space where it's not really being used for a whole lot. So we've kind of applicated them. Is that a word? Sounds like a word. To the doors. And we've got another remodel project that we're going to do on these doors with some stainless steel or some aluminum that we're going to cover them with and put some pockets and little nooks and crannies, and then axle mounts that are permanently there to be able to slide the wheels onto. That's another project that I haven't gotten to yet. On this side, I've got all my camping gear in this bin and my stove. So if I do want to cook, that's what I got to break out. We've got a stick clip up here. We've got our feedback bike stand. We've got our shower system, which I'm going to show you in a second. Bike tools and stuff are down here, like all the gear that I need for dealing with my bike stuff. A little garbage bin, that was an add-on. Another thing, I kept finding little things of garbage that I'd have, and I got tired of walking all the way around, and it was like, oh, we could just throw a bag there. We got a magnetic tool rack up here. We've got my helmet hanging so this dries after a ride. I got my bike shoes right back here that dry also, so they're hanging up nice and airy. This is my like camelback I got a downhill helmet back there with my knee pads, 2 camping tables. There's a paintball gun back there in the wheel well, like storage area. Above each wheel well, there's a nice little ample amount of storage. In front of the paintball gun, there's a 100-foot slackline kit with all the cabling and rigging plates and all this. Then we've got a snorkel and flippers up there. And then we have our carabiner gear rack hanging in there, which some of you might remember. And that's holding a tie, because I had to go to a wedding in Portland. One of my backpacks that I happen to use occasionally, my rain jacket, my warm weather jacket, my down, and my gym climbing gear. And then I've got my a little like laundry basket basically hanging on our cabinet up front there. That hole you'll see is the vent for the refrigerator duct over in the front cabinet up there. I'm gonna swing back over here. You can't really see it, but on the other wheel well, there's a climbing rope. I got my 50-liter bag. I've got a 2-person tent, and I don't know what else, something else. There's also another toilet back there that just doesn't work, but that's where I chose to put it for now. And we're getting rid of that though. So that's the whole back like gear storage area. And this is all flexible. If I decide I don't want a bike anymore, I just take all the bikes out. I could theoretically remove all these racks too, or tracks, and put whatever, a ton of gear, scuba gear, like whatever. We could put tie-down tracks in here if we want, which I actually have back at the house and thought about doing. So it's very flexible and very open. Nothing is like set in stone back here.